Hi, I'm Naoto. I'm the head sharpener, but today I will be more of the Japanese cultural representative working at Knifewear. Today I'm going to show you how to make proper traditional onigiri. So what is onigiri? Onigiri is a rice ball and you can put all sorts of different ingredients in it. Onigiri is very popular lunch dish. I usually make onigiri to go for hiking. You know, it's the best to eat the onigiri on top of the mountains. Well, today I'm gonna show you specifically shake onigiri or the salmon flake onigiri. First thing first, for onigiri, you will need to cook rice. I really recommend to grab a nice short grain Japanese rice. If you can't find them, you can go for something like a Calrose rice and stuff like that as well. But today, I've got this secret rice called hitomebore. Hitomebore means love at first sight. Well, when you buy Donabe, good thing is that this Japanese rice measuring cup comes with them. These measuring cups are a little bit more specific. They are measured at 180 milliliters as a cup. Today I'm gonna make 2 cups of rice. 2 cups of rice will probably make about 7 to 8 rice balls when you especially are using one of those onigiri mold. This 3-way bowl is really good. It has the drainage here so you can actually make it easy to wash rice with. Some say you need to wash or rinse your rice until water becomes completely translucent. I usually do about 3 or 4 times. I don't try to get the water, I don't do it usually until the water gets really translucent. You can do very gentle, the washing action. But you don't want to put a lot of pressure. You don't want to crush your rice. So just do very lightly. The rice in a donabe. Make sure it all goes in there. No single grain of rice should be missed. The many rice cooking donabe, including this one, has lines inside. That indicates how much water you will need to cook, how many cups of rice you're cooking. This particular rice donabe can cook all the way up to 4 cups. Usually it's usually 2 to 3 cups. So this one actually cooks a little bit more cups of rice than the regular. Then we'll let it sit for about 30 minutes for rice to absorb enough water. So as you can see, some rice are still a little bit of translucent. So while we're soaking the rice in the water, let's cook salmon. Today we have this piece of salmon, which is actually a little bit odd piece because for onigiri, we call it salmon flakes. So we cook salmon and break it into small flakes, season them, right? So for that purpose, I actually got these pieces. I often do this at home as well. I buy a whole salmon, butcher them, and all the remaining parts like bones like these ones, we cook them and take all the meat off by hand. So what we're going to do is we are going to boil them first. Later, we're gonna use frying pan to season them and evaporate all the excess water. I'm gonna let it cook for, a couple minutes. This stage, I'm just cooking it so that the meat falls off from the bones. Just make sure there is no, half-cooked pink left here. It's really just to cook so that the meat falls off from the bone. So here. So next, I'm gonna break all the meat off. Well, take all the meat off from the bone. Best way is to use your fingers because you can detect a little bit better. And don't worry if it's like half cooked like this. We're gonna cook it later anyways. Our grandfather will give us a pass, but you know what? It's pretty good. Well, we're gonna cook this salmon back in a pan. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna season them with a bit of salt, then a little bit of sake, which is actually really good. It's really common to use the cooking wine or actually regular sake for cooking fish. It's like a cooking with white wine. When you are making a pasta with the seafood, oftentimes you use the white wine, right? So it does kind of takes all the little bit of fishiness away, and you can break it down at this point. So this pan is fantastic. It's the it's called Fujita pan. It's the all carbon steel frying pan, but they've actually seasoned the pan really well, so you do not have to worry about food sticking. I mean, like I did add a little bit of oil, but this conducts the heat very good, so evaporates the water very quickly. I'm gonna add a little bit of soy sauce at the end just to season. It has been 30 minutes, so let's check on rice. After soaking it for 30 minutes, rice should look like this. Absorbed water, and there's no, it's a little bit puffed up bit, and there's no translucency, I guess what it is. It's all white. The how to cook with donabe is pretty simple as long as you follow the timer. The reason though that you want to cook with donabe is that, well, you'll make better, tastier rice in Japanese standard. What it makes is that it actually holds the this like great like range of temperature, so that the starch on the rice start to become a sugar. So they hold that temperature for longer so that it extracts or turns the starch into sugar a little bit more. Thus, it gets a lot more, I guess, sweeter rice. And also because how it cooks it, it retains moisture within the rice so much more than the regular rice cooker, so that it gets a little more moist. It's really, really tasty. That's why I like to use the Donabe rice cooker to cook my rice with. And well, I guess I'm sharing that the information and knowledge and its tastiness with you guys. Once you have your rice soaked in the water, put that back on the stove, turn high. And you do this until you start to see the steam coming out from one of those holes. Then I need to soak this onigiri mold. It's made of wood. So without soaking it, well, it makes the mold a little bit more sticky. You don't have to soak them very long time. Usually like 10-15 minutes before starting making rice bowl is plenty enough. So once you start hearing and seeing that steam coming out, turn the heat down to very low. Set the timer for 15 minutes. Low for 15. Great thing about this particular Iwatani portable cassette burner / stove is that it can control the heat very precisely, and it can hold it very precisely for long. That's why cooking rice on these is great, because it can actually keep this low heat for consistently long. Once the 15-minute timer goes off, you can turn heat off and let it sit for another 10 more minutes. It's a called steeping process. Then the rice will be done. Now it's a moment of a truth. Jacob, are you ready? I am going to open this steaming hot rice here. All right, so there are 2 lids here. It's a onigiri time. Rice being cooked, it's fantastic. We have these mold, I guess, like, it's not cheating. It's actually really great tool to have. I've been soaking it for a little while so that the rice doesn't stick as easy. You still don't want to use it when it's like soaking wet though, for some obvious reasons. Just gonna wipe the excess moisture off from a few things, and I will show you how this works. So, mold comes with like the one that we sell, comes with the 3 holes here. What I am going to do is fill this to halfway point. Then I make a little bit of indentation, then put a little bit of salmon flakes. Then just gonna cover that with the rice. you do not, what you want to do, well, what you don't, I guess don't want to do is to press too much. Just enough to make them stay here like this. Then you can lift up the whole mold. So you have kind of rough shape already. Okay. What you do from here is use your hand and make sure you salt your hand. Then shape them nicely. I turn them so that you have both sides flat. And you want to do it very lightly. You want to actually have the air inside. That's why you didn't want to press too much. Again, this way, you're just making sure the shape, you're just making the shape, I guess, the nice and neat. Cheers. Well, it was great. It was actually really, really good. Thanks for watching. That's how we make onigiri. I guess really a proper manner. If you have any questions, just leave us a comment below and let us know what you want to see us, I guess, cooking next. This video was not so much about knives, but you know, I'd like to represent the Japanese cooking a little bit more as well. So let us know in your comments as well. Thanks for watching.